Just now or earlier? Earlier, yeah. We're just trying to do something together for Shawn this weekend. It was some footage I had of you earlier. I remember while you were building, it was back in your head. I saw it and smiled. It's really good. And actually, one of them was in the bookshelves too. They'll probably go outside. Mayor. Hear that. That's what should we say the microphone together.
All about it. We had to get a chair so I could see the cross. Welcome to our grand opening of the Boulder Co-op. It looks like we should have more grand openings. How about like once a year? At least. Once a week! We put a lot of work into this, so it's so wonderful to see everything. bright and shiny and happy, and this is so infectious, isn't it? So we have a wonderful evening planned. Can everyone hear me okay?
No. Louder.
All right. I'm nursing a cold, so just bear with me too. So we just, the music we're just hearing is from the Rose Valley Ramblers. It's Carrie and Nancy. Let's give them a big round of applause. So I just wanted to kind of give an idea of what the rest hour is going to entail, what the evening will entail, and then we'll begin. So right after this, we're going to all go outside and use body heat to stay warm. And we'll have the ribbon cutting ceremony with Boulder Mayor Will Ford. Then we'll come back inside. We'll have a poem by Joe Ritchie. We'll have a song from some employees of the co-op. Steve Phillips, the general manager, will then speak. Commander James, who's on the board, will speak a little bit. We have a poem from Commander Rex, the captain of the board, and we'll have some more music after that. And then, in the cafe from 7 to 9 is probably 6. And we'll have quite a few performers in there from 7 to 9. So, I think that's all for right now. Let's all go outside.
Nice to talk to you. Yes, probably not right now. Yeah, and then this also tells me we were heading to the house.
All right, babe. I got it. And I'm the guy, I don't know Joe Ritchie.
Okay.
What's that? Right there. I saw you carp bumped into on the road. Let's see.
I think it's her.
I need to go back in.
She's not the one who's talking. Are you so That's Mark. Okay.
Okay.
So, follow along, everybody. I'm doing a talk here Sunday. You saw that. Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe we can get what we didn't get before.
Actually, no, I just
Of course you can film it.
I can have everyone's attention now. We're going to continue with our program this evening.
Congratulations to Rainbow.
You know what's exciting? Yeah.
Yeah, the videos are out there. She's printing it out.
Okay. So our first speaker tonight is the mayor of our great city, Will Tor. Let's give him a round of applause.
Thanks. I can't tell you how happy I am to be here tonight. I remember when the Wild Oats Vegetarian Market was closing, and the first time I heard CEO saying, hey, you know, we really need a co-op in this town. I was thinking, yeah, that's a great idea if somebody would organize it. And I know that literally hundreds of people have organized it. I would like to give a special thanks to CEO Haresh, whose vision this was 7 years ago. I know these folks have worked very hard, and again, literally dozens and probably hundreds of other people have contributed. You know, I'll be very brief, but this is a time where we need good news. I look at our federal government and see a federal government that is essentially in the hands of the most rapacious and least responsible elements of corporate America. The weapons industry and the oil industry in many ways are controlling our federal government right now. In that type of a context, we need all the good news we can get, and the local area is where we often get good news. When I take a look at the types of institutions that have grown in Boulder and have helped make this a special place, I think of largely sort of alternative economic institutions, whether it be EcoCycle providing a model for beginning to move towards zero waste, whether it be the credit union providing a model of banking services that is organized in a co-op model, whether it's the land trust that the Sizzle community housing has developed to start providing an alternative way of providing housing for folks who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it, to the newest addition, the Boulder Community Co-op, and I'm just delighted to be able to welcome it to our community.
Next, of course, very apropos, is CEO Haresh, the president of our board of directors.
Thank you all for being here. This is a poem. I'm not going to speak in, I'm going to speak in rhyme, a little time. To lift the clear-eyed dice flung wildly, they said we couldn't do it, and now we laugh. We said, give us a box of empty corners and open doorways. We'll fill it with love. We said, give us hands and heart and endless breath. We'll teach the world of work with song. We said, give us a chance, just a window. We'll turn you inside out as you look in. And now we laugh. I like that. Not in ones and twos with punctuated exclamations, but rolling like an easy river that does not stop. Spinning like a wide-eyed earth smiling. Now we laugh as everything opens. Let this place be home. Now we laugh as everything opens. We said, tear down your fences. We'll raise a garden. We said, give us your hands. We'll take you on a journey. Now we laugh as the floodgates burst. The dance is lifting. The beat goes strong. Let this place be home to you now. The beat goes strong. Give us your hand. We'll take you on a journey. Give us your hearts. We promise to remain true. Give us your senses, for there's far too little sense in the world. And it is time to taste the fruits and laugh. It is time to join our tongues in love and song and lift the stones that weigh upon our hearts. The colors just run from this canvas dream. Taste the bright blues and sunburst orange. It is time to eat this labor of love. Let this place be home to you now.
know if I'm in your way. I don't think I will be.
Freedom, freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Freedom is coming. Oh freedom. 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 Freedom is coming. Oh freedom. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Let's go. Yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Oh yes, I know. Freedom is coming.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies. There's so much talent in this store.
It sounded great.
Speaking of talent, our next speaker is our general manager, Steve Phillips. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. I want to just say a few things. One is that tonight I feel totally fulfilled. It's been a long journey getting this co-op up and going. And I want to thank everyone that's had any part of it. Whether no matter if you've done a small amount or a large amount of work, whether you've joined as a member, whether you're a working member, whether you're an employee that's worked tremendously hard over the last 3 months, whether you've given lots of money to the co-op, no matter what you've done, every single part of that has been essential for this co-op to start. If one person hadn't contributed, who did contribute, we may not have a co-op. If we were just that close to making it. So everyone has made a huge difference, and we appreciate that. And I wanted to tell one short story. You may have read this book. It's called Paddle to the Sea. It's about a young Indian boy that is in Canada near Lake Nipigon. He carved a little boat out of wood with a little Indian in the boat, and he put it in a little stream up in the mountain. And it was snowing and the stream was frozen over. But eventually it melted and the little boat went down the stream. And on the boat, on the bottom of the boat, he wrote, "Paddle to the sea," because what he wanted was for that boat to go all the way through all the Great Lakes, down the St. Lawrence River, and out to the Atlantic Ocean. And the chances of that boat making it all the way through that trip was very, very minuscule. But as it traveled through the lakes, starting with Lake Superior, it got hung up many times. But people would find that boat and lift it up and see that they had a message on the bottom that it needed to paddle to the sea. And it said where it came from. So they would put it back and get it started again through the lakes. And eventually, it took a few years, but when it got all worn out at one point, you know, and all the paint started coming off of it, and it was all kind of messed up, but someone would take the boat, sand it off nicely, paint it again, write the words on, and put it back in the water, and it kept going. And it went through eventually all the Great Lakes and down the St. Lawrence River until it reached the sea. And when it got to the sea, not only did it stop there, but a captain of a ship picked it up, found the boat, and he took it all the way across the ocean to France. And then eventually it got publicized in the papers, and the little boy that took the boat in a stream, he was grown up at that point. He was working on the seashore, and he read the article in the paper, and tears came to his eyes. And that's the way I feel tonight. I want to thank everybody for their help. It was great.
So next we have Alakimenda Devi, and she's a member of our board also. So
as the young woman was singing, freedom is coming. And today, freedom has come to Boulder because we are no longer dependent on supermarkets and corporate chains for our most basic need of food. And more than 3,000 of us have gathered together to make that a reality so that we can nurture ourselves, nurture each other, take care of ourselves, with democratic control of what and how we obtain our food and many other of our important needs.
freedom is here! Woo! So we have, now we have Joe Ritchie is going to read us a poem, and he produces this almanac called Selvatica, and we actually sell it here in the store. So, Joey?
I'm going to read not one poem, but two poems. One is called Come On Pigs. Come on pigs of Western civilization, eat more grease. And the other is called A Brief History of Medicine. This poem, Come On Pigs of Western Civilization, Eat More Grease, is written by none other than Allen Ginsberg, a teacher and friend who graced Pearl Street not just 7 years ago. And I know Allen would have really loved to have been here and would have blessed this place, probably with his proverbial cleanse of the space with a gong or his bell. But without any of those instruments, Allen would typically just go, hum, 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 to start his reading. Eat more marbled sirloin, more pork and gravy, lard up the dressing, fried chicken in boiling oil, carry it dribbling to gray climes, snowed in salt, little lambs covered with mint roast racks, surrounded by roast potatoes wet with butter sauce, buttered veal, medallions in creamy saliva, buttered beef, by glistening mountains of French fries, stroganoffs in white hot sour cream, chops soaked in olive oil, surrounded by olives, salty feta, followed by Roquefort glue, and then wine, beer, Coke, Fanta, champagne, Pepsi. Watch out, heart attack. Hop more angina pills. Order a plate of bratwurst, fried frankfurters, couple billion Wimpies, McDonald's burgers, to the moon and burp. Salt on those fries, hot dogs, milkshakes. Forget green beans, every day a few carrots. A mini spoonful of salty rice will do. Make the plenty pretty. Throw in some vinegar pickles, briny sauerkraut. Check your cholesterol, swallow a pill. Order a cream donut, pack 2 under the size 44 belt. Pass out in the vomitorium. Come back, cough up strands of sandwich. She's still chewing pastrami at Cat's Delicatessen. Back to Central Europe and gobble kibasi. Swallow salami in Munich with beer. Liverwurst on pumpernickel in Berlin. Greasy cheese in 3-star hotel. Set an example for developing nations. Salt, sugar, animal fat, coffee, tobacco, schnapps. Drop dead faster. Make room for Chinese guest workers with alien soybean curd, green cabbage and rice. Africans, Latins with rice, beans, and calabash can stay thin and crowd in apartments for working class food freaks. Not like Western cuisine, rich in protein, cancer, heart attack, hypertension, sweat, bloated liver and spleen, diabetes and stroke, monuments to carnivorous civilizations, presently murdering Belfast, Bosnia, Cyprus, Belgrade, Baghdad, Georgia, mail love letter bombs in Vienna or setting houses afire in East Germany. Have another coffee. Here's a cigar. And this is a plate of Black Forest chocolate cake. You deserve it. And this is a found poem. It's called The Brief History of Medicine. Doctor, I have an earache. 2000 BC. Here, eat this root. 1000 AD. That root is heathen. Say this prayer. 1850 AD. That prayer is superstition. Drink this potion. 1940. That potion is snake oil. Swallow this pill. 1985. That pill is ineffective. Take this antibiotic. 2002. That antibiotic is artificial. Here, eat this root.
Thank you so much, Bo. That was fun. So lastly, Mark Schweitzer, the organizer of the grand opening, he's been working his little coutuche off, and he'd like to come up and make some announcements. So let's give him a huge round of applause.
Thank you. How does anybody follow the great Joe Ritchie? I ask you. This is great. The turnout is absolutely fantastic here, and if this is the beginning of the kickoff of our week-long grand opening, then we haven't seen anything yet. This is going to be fantastic. And you know, Alakananda mentioned 3,200 members. What do you say after this weekend we shoot for 4,000 members of the Boulder Co-op? So this is a short ceremony. I hope you all have enjoyed it, but the evening is not over. It has been mentioned we have some refreshments over here on the table. Please partake. And we have more music coming. Okay. We have more music coming. After the ceremony here at 7 o'clock, music will be starting in the cafe. It's our evening of cafe acoustics. Of course, our first evening of cafe acoustics, because the Cafe Prashad is open for the first time. Let's hear it for the Cafe Prashad! Hey. We had a line halfway through the front of the store today waiting to get into the cafe. I want to run through some musicians who are performing there tonight. We have Craig Wieselman, David Boyland, Keith Wojciechowski and Cheryl Jones, Joseph Brenna, Seth Brown, and Sharon Docherty. And that's a lot of musicians for one evening. But tomorrow we start our first full day of the grand opening, or day number 2, 7 days. And some of the features tomorrow, here we have our sound stage, and we will be having music all day long from 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock rather, all the way until 6 p.m. And that's it for the whole weekend. And then in the evening, even more music over in the cafe. So it'll be live music continuously. You can hang out in the co-op. You don't have to just come here and shop and go home. This is a place to stay. And hourly prize giveaways all weekend. We have some wonderful prizes. And every hour we'll be making announcements around the store, asking questions, and the first person who answers the question right wins a prize. We will be having kind of a bizarre atmosphere here. Bizarre with an A, not an I. Well, maybe a little bit of I. We'll have all kinds of product vendors and health practitioners setting up tables all throughout the store and the cafe. If you're hungry tomorrow, come here. You will be well fed all day long and Sunday as well. Lots of samples. A couple more features. We have calendars right up here at the front of the customer service desk with all kinds of events happening. Take a look at it. There's 2 full pages. It goes from today all the way through next Thursday, culminating Sunday night with a big dance party to finalize our grand opening week. Just a reminder, on Sunday at 1 o'clock over in the community center, we're having a panel discussion with the managers of the co-op. So if you have any concerns, you have any questions, anything you'd really like to bring to our attention, any products you want to ask for, any complaints, anything like that, come to the managers forum at 1 o'clock on Sunday. And I think that'll do it for this evening, and Ambika will close.
Wow, this has been awesome. Let's keep going. So before the music starts, I just have to do something, okay? Give me a C! C! An O! O! M! M! Another M! M! Give me a U! U! N! I! T! N! Y! What's that spell? And that's what we're all about here, so stick around! This is a Rose Valley Railroad.
Okay, I'll introduce you and, well, I'll say something to it about that. Yeah, there's something coming up there. Because I imagine Steve told you that. So whoever told you that should be clear. Alright. Real short. You weren't thinking when you said it.
Oh, I got the whole song. Fiddle solo.
It came in around 1, I think.
Is it? Oh, is this only for today, or is this in
No,
general?
I'll be back tomorrow. Well, the bread's in there. In here.
Oh, so you're not gonna. That's not gonna be there all the time.
Not like this, no.
It's Great Harvest bread.
No, Whispering Weeds.
Wait, now I really gotta get you on here.
Whispering Weeds.
Whispering Weed? Is that a local company?
Yeah, we're over from Idaho Springs.
Really? It's beautiful looking bread.
Thank you. It's handmade. It's organic.
All organic grains?
All organic grains.
Handmade in Idaho Springs.
Yes.
Wow. Expensive compared to other stuff?
No, we're $3.49 a loaf.
Good deal. And how's business then?
Good, good. It's selling out. Every time we bring it in, it sells out. So.
Excellent.
Chuck Fox in front row, please. Chuck Fox in front row.
You know, that rail's a new addition too. I haven't seen that thing yet. What's your name?
My name's Andrew.
Andrew. Good to meet you.
Thanks.
Do you own the company?
Yes.
Really? Big crew?
2 people.
Is business really well?
Yeah, we've been open a year.
You have a call on line 1. Arcadia, line 1.
I'm going to try to be here Saturday and Sunday.
You're going to drive back and forth every day?
Yes.
Yeah? So that's not that long, I guess.
Now about 50 minutes.
We're good on camera there, Andrew.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to point you from here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Point that to the left.
Maybe probably over here.
Wow.
I know, I ruined the footage.
Who's that person talking about?
They talked about getting well.
Who is this luscious creature here?
Well, I need to give you a big hug.
Wow, what a face that was! Woo!
I want to see a minute just for you.
Thank you for coming to my bar mitzvah.
I was on TV. It's going to be a long wait, so it's going to be a long wait. So this is going to be
showing up, but you're still on the schedule. I'm doing well.
Now that is a beautiful smile. Never stop.
Sidewalk fans and white rock stands, 6'12" and 100 pounds of nothing, eating to sleep behind the gate. Butterflies and starry clouds, the choose your lovers by their side instead of loud. They make my love,
How's it going?
Go ahead and take the glass. Thanks, sweetie.
You know, people come and people go. They expect attention, don't you know? But you can't ever hold please it all. They say 22, 3. Cheers. Cheers, nice. I can take it out like this. Never mind the shape of me, yeah. We're fine, I'm standing in a mess. Now this drink is almost over. The night is still half full. The stars are not as bright, baby. But you are beautiful. So don't ask me why I come here. It's not just because your body bleeds. Just sometimes I stay lonely and I mean no when I fall shit-faced in your arms. When I fall shit-faced in your arms. I understand God gave up and the devil wins and we're all stuck, but I'm just trying to find a decent cup of coffee. You said the door of this place swings both ways, and I laughed and said don't use bad cliches, and you said what's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Suppose you're wondering why I've called you here. You said I've got this brand new song, and I was hoping you might listen and act real charmed, and then I'll fall shit-faced in your arms. I fall shit-faced in your arms. So take me down, take me down, take me down now. Take me down, take me down, take me down now. Take me down now, baby, take me down slow. So take me down, take me down, take me down now. Take me down, take me down, take me down now. Take me down now, baby, take me down slow. So don't tell me what you think of me, 'cause you're blocking the television. Can't you see that Barney's just about to load his only bullets? 'Cause it was hard enough to say goodbye with that glimmer of gladness in your eyes. And if I had me a trigger, I just might pull it. And then you asked me if I missed you. The truth is, baby, well, I've been meaning to, but I met this girl.
Blue stripe. Stripe.
How we used to be.
This is called Spain.
Got no places to go.
Hey, thanks for listening, guys. Have fun tonight. I'm afraid all we can offer you is some wall.
just a symbol for me.
Are you going to play, Bill?
Ice cream sandwiches, the hemp.
I'm told that I also want to let everybody here know that there's going to be live music here in the cafe every Friday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. So next Friday.
Oh darling, it's so sweet, you think you know how crazy I am. You say you don't smoke easy, you won't go around, no, and I pray that you will. You can, baby, let me out, free yourself fast as you can. Let me soft in your palm, but it's going for a fight. Fast as you can, baby, scratch me out, free yourself fast as you can. Fast as you can, baby, scratch me out, free yourself fast as you can.
Everywhere I go.
Are you going to give me a free picture?
Free what? I'm moving your way any second now, Green.
Somebody can help you.
I'll catch him.
No, just we'll say that somebody. Don't take a picture of my tummy. It's too big.
There's a price to pay. It's another story. A gunman down in a blaze of glory. Only 10 years old. It makes my blood run cold. And the press descends.
So I'm shocked. Cafe hasn't slowed down at all since we got here at 5 o'clock. That's awesome. Really happy for everybody that's supporting the co-op. What's going on, Steve? My name's Joseph Brett. I'm going to do some solo acoustic stuff from a new CD I have out called Inventing Time. It's a song I named after, actually. It's called The Ballad of Two Feet
Just like you're gonna, and your hand's gonna come right here, just like we're slapping. All right, so you like that? Yeah, but come right to the lens. All right.
All right, that was good. Just a little black eye.
Oh wait, I gotta
No thumbprint on the lens.
And your heart is in trouble. It's easy.
Floor, man, while they were doing, you know, Purple Haze and Moody Blues and, you know, all this kind of stuff. So actually my old man was the only disc jockey in the country that they asked to grand open the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What years?
Well, he's still disc jockeying and he's 71 now. So for a radio station by the call letters WMMS, yeah, they call it the home of the buzzard.
In what city?
Cleveland, Ohio, man. Home of rock and roll with it.
I remember hearing some good tunes coming off the radio in Cleveland one time.
Absolutely.
World Series of Rocks there?
Absolutely. Well, the last World Series of Rock was back in 1976 with the Rolling Stones, ELO, and I forget one of them they had to cancel. That was their Girls, Girls, Girls tour. And ELO's, I forget now, the stage was awesome. They had like $1 million setup for Starship. It's like,
oh yeah, with the flying saucer.
Exactly. Well, back when it, before when it was Starship a long time ago, then eventually, no, it wasn't.
ELO?
Yeah, right. I'm confusing two bands, aren't I? Can you tell I've been here too long today? Right, exactly. My brain's just slightly off the deep end today. I've been floating around in the ether too long.
The Jefferson Light Orchestra.
Right, exactly. We created a new group. Right. I've done too many readings today is what it is. Right?
Feel it, couldn't you? I can feel it on. Thank you very much. I'll have some coffee. Sure. Decaf right imagine I'm just walking into the store. What do you say?
Hello, welcome to the Boulder Co-op Market. Are you a member?
I am lifetime.
Are you? No, I'm just the 1 year one. At the moment.
Well, it's early yet.
So we're going to talk about democratic education. Now that environment, the public school environment, is set within what we call a democratic environment. That is a country which is run democratically within a world which is actually becoming more and more democratic, strangely enough, despite the political difficulties. Democracy is actually spreading. So now, the question that I want to pose today is, why is it that the schools in which we are educating our youth to become citizens of a democracy, why are they run in the manner of a dictatorship? Why are they being run from a top political power structure down through and to the child? And are there any reasonable alternatives to that? So this is when we talk about democratic education. We're not talking about education within a democratic society where reasonable adults vote on how much money to spend to teach their children under autocratic conditions. What I'm talking about with democratic education is where we recognize the personhood of each individual, and we allow that person, whatever their age, so long as they can act responsibly, to be responsible and to be free. It goes to the question of whether every child should have a similar kind of knowledge base. Should every child learn to read in 2nd and 3rd grade? Should every child learn basic arithmetic in that period of time? Should every child learn algebra at a certain time? Should every child learn American history, where they'll learn about democracy and the fact that they're not actually living under those conditions themselves? So the question of freedom and responsibility also means that the notion of what an educated person is changes. It's not a person who's educated based on a standardized view, but a person who is educated in relationship to their own curiosity, drives, and interests. And those drives and interests are then mediated by the relationships that they have in their school, in their homes, in their communities. So I'm asking really for a reflection on what education is about. Now, we know what education has been about, and it has been a top-down kind of curriculum. The more space that's given, the more focused and creative they actually become. Isn't that interesting? And you know what? The same thing would be true with us. We're having some rustling outside the door. I think we're at the end of our time here. I would just like to say that there is actually an active experiment along some of the lines, not all the lines of what I'm talking about today, in Boulder called the Living School. We have actually several representatives of the school here. If you'd like to talk, Anna is the director, and there's several other people who can identify themselves. If you'd like to talk to them about what that's about. But it is an attempt to embody actually a learning community of all ages without coercion and directed by learners in a democratic manner. So if you'd like to learn more about that, I think there's literature there.
There's also a book about education.
Have a child. Right, right. Please feel free to purchase one of those, support your co-op, support the local publishing entity that published that. And I'd be happy to talk to anybody afterwards as well. But thanks for coming and being part of it.
Do you need these chairs?
You can leave the chairs right over there.
Ginger is also dry ginger powder or fresh. Ayurveda dictates when it should be used, the fresh, and when the dry powder. But there are different kinds of ginger. Now the one to give more reverence is baby ginger, which is more pink and if you find something in the market, grab it, because it's very difficult to find baby ginger. Then I found some taro roots. They're like alternate to potatoes, but they're easy to digest. You can just throw it in boiling water and cook it for, I don't know, half an hour or 40 minutes, and then remove the skin. And then you can put some spices, and it's excellent. Now, when you, I need this one for my so I'm going to keep this here. Now, talking about the cumin, I'm going to show you what happens when you are having just cumin raw versus when you are roasting it. And I need
the first thing is to admit that you're going to make mistakes and don't let that not bother you from trying. Secondly is that once you learn to work with some basics, it's actually quite a lot of fun because spices talk to you and you can just develop a language to speak with them and get comfortable, and if you make a mistake, don't get bothered, just move on. But once you overcome the psychological barrier, it's really a lot of fun to cook. And it gives you the ability to improvise and extend the Ayurvedic principles to other cuisine. So Ayurveda is very broad, it's very general, it's not just applicable to Indian food. But if you take any other kind of food, Mexican food, Italian food, Japanese food, hamburgers, those of you can make it Ayurvedic just by knowing the basic principles and your constitution, what goes with you and what does not go with you. So my appeal to you is that as Indra is teaching to just think that this will open up a tremendous bag of tools for you once you learn some basics, and you can experiment with all sorts of things. It's a lot of fun.
Sometimes, when you want to get some flavor out, you just rub it between your palms, and the oil is kind of infuse the spices. But we are going to do something much better to that. Okay. Just smell this, just raw cumin seeds, because they are so precious. You will see invariably all the food that you eat except sweets will have cumin in it. All the salty stuff, like some of the mixtures that you buy, the curry powders and all kinds of packages like this in the store, you will see, you get really confused. There are certain things everybody can eat, so start with those things, and then you get acquainted about the Ayurvedic approach to your particular constitution, or how you can really benefit.
Should I do it higher? My son.
Well, this is Ellis' book. He comes out, he can tell you he comes out from his books.
Thank you. That we have taken the name the Druid Project because Druid in the old language is by many translated as meaning tree-wise. Dru being the root word for tree. The Druid Project started this time around last summer when Matthew Wood, who wrote the book, the herbal book, what is it?
Book of Herbal Wisdom.
Book of Herbal Wisdom and whatever. I met him at one point and we definitely looked eye to eye on how to deal with the plant kingdom. He gave Gregory my name and said, look her up in Boulder. And that was the outer little click that was necessary in order to get the Druid Project on the way. What intrigued me myself around making a project available were two things. The first one is a lifelong preoccupation really with the plant kingdom as to what do plants mean for us. The being of trees has always, has always been like central to my vision of nature. And you will see over there a little picture that I painted when we conceived of the Druid Project. And that's really, it is as if there is the round of the nature kingdom and of the plant kingdom, and right in the middle is that world tree, is that tree that reflects so incredibly the equality of what is above, that is below, what is within, that is without, the old Hermetic axioms. The Druid Project is also a project to create a new pharmacopoeia, which is a compendium of herbal knowledge. When you go on the web today or research the library, you will find that there's a US pharmacopoeia available. Every country actually has theirs. A compendium of all knowledge that was gathered and put together, very top-heavy right now in our time on pharmacological research, on biochemical research, and on basically chemistry of plants and studies that are done on the healing powers of different ingredients of the plants. The vision of creating a new compendium, a new pharmacopoeia, that would really reflect both the inner and the outer, the physical and the metaphysical, is at the core of the Druid Project for me. The second one is to do a co-creative fellowship. Now I would like you to share what for you is at the core of your involvement with the Druid Project and helping and being involved in developing it.
Thanks. At the core of it is, for me, just a group of people coming together and sitting together with our friends, the trees. I'd say our brothers and sisters in nature. You go into nature and just like walk amongst the trees, or around the lake, or walking on the beach. People feel something there. They get rejuvenated. They get enlivened. The Druid Project and what we're looking to do is a group of people coming together and just asking the trees and sitting with the trees and getting to know them, first and foremost as friends, connecting with them, attuning with them. A lot of my teachers have said, well, one of the most important things is learning how to listen when you're out there. And that is actually a doorway into nature that will allow us to be with them and experience the trees and get to know them more. So that, to me, that's the flavors or the essence of what the Druid Project is and what we're doing and coming together in a group. And it's not just me or Corinne, it's the whole group that will come together and sit with the trees. Because there's something that is generated.
The other question that you often hear is, well, where do you get your protein? And I think we've really been conditioned to think that we need to get protein from meat or chicken or fish or even beans, for example. And what I've been learning in doing this research is that if you cook food, you need twice as much protein, about 1 gram of protein for every kilogram of body weight. And when you cook protein, it causes the amino acids to coagulate. They're not as assimilatable. So when you eat proteins raw, you need about half as much. And this is what's really amazing. I never knew this till even though I've been a nutritionist for all these years, that there's really a lot of protein in foods that you never would have guessed. Spinach is high in protein. Kale is high in protein. Broccoli is high in protein. And of course, if you really want to go for, I'm really worried about protein, avocados, nuts and seeds, durian fruit, sprouted beans, durian. But again, it's our country has so much protein that really we have diseases of too much protein consumption. Protein is a direct linked to osteoporosis, heart disease, and cancer by overdoing it. So when you're eating cooked food, because the vitamins are now deficient and the amino acids are coagulated, you really don't ever feel satisfied, so you need to keep eating. And you know, I work with, again, like I said, a lot of people that have eating disorders, and very often, you know, they're binge eating because what they're eating isn't really giving them what they need. What I've found from working with people all these years is that very often people crave the worst thing for them. So I always ask my clients, what is it that you really crave? And someone says, I love bread, chocolate, pasta, potatoes. And why would our body sabotage us in that way? Why would we possibly crave something that is not good for us? When we eat something that we're addicted to, it's often that we're allergic to it. And why would we crave something we're allergic to? Well, it stimulates an immune response. So you eat something that you're semi-allergic to, a glass of milk, a hunk of cheese, all your white blood cells have to go into overtime to help neutralize that, and you get high, sort of high. You have an altered state of consciousness. It's not like a great high, but from that little activity of stimulating your immune system. And then when the effect wears off, you need more. And so I rarely see someone who has an eating disorder binging on carrots. I mean, it's almost always a carbohydrate or it's a dairy product thing. You know, I ate a gallon of ice cream, or I ate a box of cookies, or sugar. So before I was raw, I was finding that my standards for even a mostly healthy diet had really been slipping. I was starting to make more sugar snacks and using white flour because it really did make better cakes than whole wheat flour. And I was like, we were going out to restaurants more because the kids are grown up, and so I really kind of saw that it was really easy to slip into that. And of course, I always shopped at the health food store, but it's don't think that everything in the health food store is going to give you ultimate health. So easy. Yesterday for my class, I made almond milk. And by the time, I had served everyone the almond milk, I said, it would have taken me longer to go to the co-op and buy a container of almond milk in an aseptic package than just to make it right here. And you see how easy and delicious it is, and we all are drinking it already before I would have even been through the line. And if, talking about how can I strengthen my immune system, improve digestion, that's always number one. But eating more raw fruits and vegetables. We know that almost every health group in the country, if you consider them a health group, but the American Cancer Society, the American Heart Association, they're all now saying, even though they didn't 15 years ago, they're all saying, eat at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. They've gotten that far. 15 years ago, the American Cancer Society said, what you eat has nothing to do with cancer. Now they're saying, eat more broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, more high beta-carotene fruits and vegetables. It's hard to be a lone duck and be the only one doing a raw food diet. It does help to have a raw buddy, someone that you can call up and say, come over, I just tried this new recipe, and they'll bring something over another time, or you go over to their house. So a raw buddy is very helpful. And you can psych yourself up too by reading about it. Again, if I thought this was a dumb thing, I was only going to do it for a year, and now I'm saying I'm never going back. This is the best thing I've ever found. I want to tell the world about it. I feel like a Rawvolutionist or something. Like I just want to share the good news. What a wonderful thing. How easy it is to have great health, to have more energy than you've ever had, to live a more environmentally conscious life than you ever had. So I really thank all of you for coming out tonight, and please support the co-op. What a great opportunity this is. I think they have the best quality of everything, and the energy and the spirit here feels really right. So many blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you.
crooked. I think my head's on, not on right.
No, my God!
My big toes all stuck. No, I'm just kidding.
It's about ready to fall off any second.
Fingers are all busted. God, I feel like I got in a car accident.
Oh, don't say that. You'll jinx us.
Look at that, I'm off the scale. It's like someone took a baseball bat to me. Alright, looks like Theo's ready for me too.
Yeah, and you got another massage coming too from Kirsten.
You ready? Yeah. You need any more?
I have about 5 origami books, and the used bookstores, you can find them all the time.
I don't know, Jeff, you're part of the show. Tell me, sir.
Yes.
What does this new co-op mean to you?
Well, I'm a working member. It means a lot to me.
Are you really working?
Yes.
Member? What have you done so far?
What have I done for you lately?
Yeah.
I work 2 hours a week in the produce department.
You really do?
I do.
Todd's your boss?
Todd's my boss. Yeah, you know.
You guys, you like
squeezing melons and
squeezing melons
and sorting apples.
Cool, man. And what does that do for your membership status?
That gives me 12% discount on my groceries.
Really?
Yes.
In addition to some other discount you get for being a member anyway?
No, there's no really discount for being a member. There's sales for members only.
Oh, so you need to work in order to get
the discount.
A significant discount.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're getting member prices, which is still a good thing, right?
Right. You get member sale prices, and then when the company goes over the top at the end of the year, then we have a big party or something. I don't know what happens.
Is everything got a member price and a regular price?
No, just certain items have member sales.
Oh.
Things on, I don't know how it works. And then, of course, once a month, a member can have a 5% discount.
Oh, 1 day a month?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your day, you pick the day.
Choice. Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so you go and do your big thing, and someday I'll have
delicious living. Oh.
Someday I already have delicious living.
Is that so? Do you work in grocery stores? Is that what you do for a living?
No, sir, I don't. It's not my career.
What do you do?
I eat for a living.
You eat for a living?
Yeah.
I heard you're a drummer.
A drummer? No, that's on the other side of the camera.
Oh wait, I'm the sax player.
Yeah, right.
Wait, are you Dexter Payne?
Yeah, are you Bill Brennan?
No.
The famous reporter? Reporter at large?
That's me, Lois. And you, young lady, what are you buying? Ooh, that smells good, huh? I smell it right through the camera lens. Wait, put it right through the camera. Oh, that smells delicious.
Very healing.
What?
Very healing.
Very healing. So, I can't. Wait a minute. Where did you go? Are you a lifetime member?
Not yet.
No, are you a
I
member
confess.
at all? Yeah.
Not yet. No.
Not yet?
No.
Isn't it great though? Don't you love it? Love
Yes,
this place.
I absolutely do love this place.
You keep trying to ditch me. I'm gonna keep following you.
That's pretty cool.
I would, but I'm gonna go and stop by. Yeah, this is my meditative. I don't think what is it? I don't know. Your hand thing.
Hey.
Are you going to join?
Well, what is the deal here?
The deal is that this is a benefit for co-op members, but non-members of the co-op can also join at a higher price. It's $20 introductory fee until February 1st, and this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for people to avail themselves of a huge diversity of skills and resources. It's based on an hour-to-hour exchange. There's no cash involved. People list their skills, it's put in a data bank, and then they'll have access to a directory or to a matchmaker who will match them up with whatever it is that they want. And as part of this, we're reaching out to the community and asking people to donate 1 hour a month to Skillshare organizational work, or to the Common Center, can be usually done at home, or donate an hour volunteer service to one of our nonprofit community members. So we're really getting the community involved as well.
It's a fantastic idea.
Thank you. I set this up 4 or 5 years ago in Boulder, and then I was hit by a car. So everything just stopped for a couple of years, and Theo called me this spring, late spring, and asked me if I would consider coming back and setting this up as a co-op membership benefit. And so I did.
Wow, good for you.
And I think it's going to be great. I mean, I think if we even get a quarter of the co-op membership, and we're already over 3,500 members, we will have a fantastic experience. We're going to have potlucks for people to meet each other. As people in more zip codes join together, we'll start creating little communities in the community areas, have potlucks, get people to know each other. They can start trading with each other then, just like our grandparents did, or great-grandparents. This is really to create an alternative economy. And as you probably know, these are popping up all over the world now. There was somebody from Holland here today who's moved to Boulder, and she said where she was outside of Amsterdam, she had just joined a co-op there very similar to this.
Really?
Yep.
This is so
So
great.
it's going to be
Good for
great.
you.
It's going to be just terrific.
Congratulations.
Well, I think it's, I mean, everybody wants this. I mean, this is part, I'm just so glad that the Commons Center was really interested in this and wanted to do this. It's a perfect place to do it, within the co-op body of people in the community. And I think it can just grow and grow and grow. I hope we're going to be up in place by the end of February. We'll have everything all ready and people can start trading then.
Fantastic.
So I hope you join. Okay, let
So I
me...
need to just fold this up and put it in there?
No, give it to me. I'm going to give you a receipt for your $20.
In process.
Do I need to sign here as well?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind signing there as well. And just put your co-op number down. Co-op number down. And do you have an email?
Yeah.
What's your
Email. What is my number? Wow. Velvet world.
Oh, you meant your co-op number?
My co-op number.
Can I get you guys on film for a second?
Show them how this moves around a lot. Hi. Show them how this can move around all together.
I think these are like $20 before.
Wow, it works.
One and they all
Whoa. Thank you.
love this one.
It's our favorite.
Or you can do it at the Commons Center, you know, volunteer for their stuff, or doing something at
Who are the other trainers? My viewers on boxes. Like this box. My viewers
That's going to be the classic ending shot of the whole thing.
So you can have your choice of whatever bodyguard class you have. You haven't gotten around to telling me. I could still Pass, take some with you. Pass it out to your friend.
Oh yeah? You got tours in Mexico.
This movie's going to be called A Day with Dexter at the Co-op.
Day with Dexter.
Dexter shops at the Co-op.
Chill, dude.
Can't help it, I got 7 minutes I'm trying to use up.
7 minutes.
7 minutes to go? Yeah,
Just on this tape, because I got to
It's going to be a really long song, you know that, Billy.
She films. And that's her subject. These two. They make movies together.
Billy, you film at Community.
Oh no. I just filmed our
Okay, I'm just letting you know for the future. Hey, you, get out of here.
God, it scared me. I keep trying to get this beautiful shot over here. Make them wave. Whoa, whoa! It's a blossoming romance. A marionette. Cashier. Yeah, right there. Boulder Weekly. Cool. Are you a member of the co-op?
No, because I'm only a transient resident of Boulder.
Oh, really? Where from? Where
Or
to?
else I would definitely be a member of the co-op. I'm from Ithaca, New York.
I'm from Geneva, New York.
Really?
Yes.
So you know about the wonderful Green Star Co-operative Market in Ithaca?
I left when I was 9 years old, and that's been a while. So
Well,
You didn't tell me you were from up there.
Next time you're in the area, you should check out.
Oh, if I ever go back to visit, I would definitely. What's the name of it again?
It's Green Star.
Excellent. So do you like this one in comparison?
I do. I love this one. They're very similar. They remind me of one another, especially
Really?
now with the cafe open.
Isn't this a great? It's got a great vibe.
It does.
Yeah. Well, how nice of you to say all this for my camera. Thanks.
Well, you're welcome.
And have a nice trip to New York.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.
This bag.
Wait, let me show me that. Show me that carry-all. That is great. What's that made out of?
Hi. See you at the next time at this co-op. It's a check it out. It's a rice bag from or a wheat bag actually. It's a flour bag from Nicaragua.
You're
What do
right.
you do here?
I have put the grand opening together and outreach and public relations and all that good stuff.
You're a great organizer, aren't you?
I do my best.
Good, Mark.
I have great support here. Great family.
It is a wonderful team. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very successful.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Mark. Seems a little too quick, too. Kill me! That was too good, Shawn.
So you want to low down on what's happened here, huh?
Yeah.
So what we've done, we've condensed the bulk area into this aisle here that was virtually wasn't being used to the fullest extent. So increased the feng shui. Now we got a whole amazing roll of bulk. That's nice. It's just wow. It's beautiful. It's a great idea. It's a great use of space. Great use of space. And we're gonna, and the space that was previously the bulk area is gonna be a space for local vendors and whatnot to display their products. So that's
a good idea.
it's a good, we got a lot of things going in there. A lot of energy, a lot of ideas on what we'd like to have in there.
Who's this guy?
Let me talk to him for a minute. So anybody that's available tonight, anybody hanging go through the cafe.
Good, lovely table.
Bulk section now. Bulk herbs, bulk everything is right here.
This is gorgeous.
And it's all fantastic. It's really nice. Great use of space. And what'll be out here is this here space will get transformed into a community center / gallery / contra dancing space.
Contra dancing.
Yeah, that's just a joke.
That's a good one.
But this year, everything will be cleared out of here by the end of the week.
And this will just be totally open here then?
This will be all open. And we'll have vendors and people displaying the works all along the side here. This will get closed off right here. This will be a solid wall. And then all this will be open for whatever vendors we can get in here to utilize the space. We're gonna set percentages, and we'll make a percentage off of every sale that people sell here.
What's today's date? When are we doing this?
Today's the 16th, 17th
of November 2005. I didn't have that anywhere on here. I wanted to. This could confuse people because this looks like it did at the beginning, kind of, you know. This is great though, man. This is gonna be nice. So this will be for like people from farmers market that have stock into the winter.
I think it's not necessarily going to be so much food. It's going to be more kind of like, art, crafts, local vendors that would like to help support the co-op in any way. And
and that will continue out in this next area over here too?
No, this is all closed off. As you can see, like we got the peanut butter display thing, the dry cleaning here.
Oh, this will stay right here? I thought
this is all going to stay here. I think what will end up going right there is possibly the flour grinder. We'll end up going back there. Best I can tell, that's what we have going on here.
It's great. It's really great. I'm so glad to see this progress. It's really nice.
Yeah, it feels good. We had a nice crew here. Had a pizza party last night.
Really?
Had about 30 plus employees and working members helping to move things around and cleaning, just cleaning.
I heard it went on till like 3 in the morning or something.
Yep. There's 4 of us. We were the last ones to get out at like 3:15.
Wow.
So we cranked out.
Did it too.
And I cleaned all of the walls that you saw.
Really? Oh, good job.
Wax on, wax off.
Very good.
Clean on, clean off.
This is periwinkle today.
I'm periwinkle.
Periwinkle. Lovely. Lovely.
You have anything to add to what we've done here, Taylor? Apple.
Ooh, whoa.
The apple of poison is dead. I'm going to give it to Snow White later.
Ooh. Isn't that like Cruella de Vil? Isn't that what she did? And who she is?
No, it's the queen.
The queen?
Yeah, and Sleeping Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. What was her
That's
name?
right, that's what it was.
Well,
Cornelius, Matt. So don't get
Seahawk,
Manson.
Southerner.
What's up? Yeah, so
That's
tell
a
me.
rap kind of thing.
Well, so Shawn, did you guys get a grant or something? Is that what occurred?
As you can see, we're also filling the whole store. We got some private investors that were little angels, so to say, and gave us enough money to help stock the whole store. So that's what we're in the process of doing here today. We just hope that this year is going to be, one of those times where, this bit of change that we do just puts this place in gear, and we're off and rolling for the next however many years it takes. So.
Excellent, Shawn. I'm going to fade out. Thank you, buddy. That was really good.
I'm not the best speaker.
What's up, Bill? Maddie B. Star.
You're Kyle, right?
No, actually, no. I'm actually Maddie B. I've been working here for a year now. I often sleep on the job.
Really?
Maddie B is my name.
Perfect story.
I've only been caught shoplifting twice. I am Maddie B.
I like it. Jared, just before I leave, anything you want to say, buddy, about your wonderful produce section?
Yeah, well, I'm missing out with Don's stuff, but no, produce is always doing good. It's probably the best place to work. Learned a lot about the food and how to care for it and nurture it, and, how it benefits to our bodies, and so on and so forth.
How long you worked here?
Since July, so it's been about 5 months now, I think, if I do the math right. And it's a great place. I don't know if there's any other job in Boulder I'd rather work at more. Yeah, there's just the sense of community and supporting something where our money isn't going to some corporate or heads of corporate board, and we can really put our money into going back into the community, and people who really care about coming somewhere and enjoy the company of the employees, and the employees also enjoying the company of their customers, such as the man behind the mask right now. And we just all really seem to get along and enjoy what we're doing and feel good of what we're doing, and hope that this place can survive many years to come. Yeah.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah.
Very nice, man.
Thank you.
Well spoken.
And I did want to get back to this thing of love. And it seems like when you were talking, I got the sense love isn't like an abstract thing. I mean, where you're actually, I started thinking, wow, you know, I would actually literally get healthier by going there because I'm getting completely fresh organic food.
We're going to have the love department right next to the bulk food department.
Right?
It's grounded love. That's how I like to look at
practical.
it. And
really
most of us don't know how to love in a really grounded way. And that's I think that's a sad thing. And that's what happens in our lives when community is yanked out from underneath us. Our love becomes completely abstract and ungrounded, and it becomes embarrassing to talk about in relation to anything practical. And love needs to be really practical.
Yeah, plus I can hear people somewhere out there going, well, what's in it for me? You know, and I'm beginning to really see what's in it for me.
Love.
Love.
And lettuce.
Lettuce. I mean, really fresh lettuce, inexpensive, wide varieties. It seems like you keep getting new producers that you get connected up with. Plus, it would be mine.
Yes. Yeah. And the intention is 100% around creating a sense of community, and in the most material way, it's recognizing ourselves as a community. We don't just have a sense of ownership. Everybody talks about having a sense of ownership. We'll all feel like we're part owners of this, but you're not. Here you will be an owner. So we've got a vision that can take over the world, and this is just the first step. And we need laugh tracks, so in case it's only us who's laughing here. The idea is that we're all involved, that it takes a community to build a community, and that we'll co-create whatever it is we want to become. And I'm hoping you all will participate in that, and that we can all work together to change the world and save the world. Thanks.
From 100 miles high, you see there's no borderlines, only earth, water, wind, and sky, left to the care of all mankind. The planet shakes, the planet weeps, like a mother for her child. Their voice grows louder every moment, every hour. It's a brand new call of the wild. We are the keepers of the earth. We are the guardians of the land. Our sweet Mother Earth, she is in our hands. Oh, we are the keepers of the earth. All our tallest trees are falling, from the Amazon to the Hudson Bay. And our grandchildren, they are calling, and every heart knows what they say. The planet shakes, the planet weeps, like a mother for her child. Her voice grows louder every moment, every hour. It's a brand new call of the wild. We are the keepers of the earth. We are the guardians of the land. Our sweet Mother Earth, she is in our hands. Oh, we are the keepers of
I'm down here in the valley, you're high above the hill, and we can't get together, maybe we never will. When I see you, it's heaven. I'm up there in the sky. You'll never be with me. I guess that I know why. You're a hilltop reminder of all that I can be. You're young and courageous, and I walk fearfully. You run in the sunlight, I hide here in disgrace, but I feel like a hero when I look on your face. Let me soar with you, for with you I'm everything. I'm a hawk, I'm a raven, a dove, I can sing. I see you in dreams for seconds in the town, clubs and the cafes where you choose to come down. I'm surprised you can survive here at the level that you play. You'll never be with me. It's got to be this way. You'll never be with me. It's got to be this way.